In 2016, I decided that I wanted to become an AWS DevOps engineer, and it happened much faster than I thought. In less than 1 year, I had my first full-time role. And in this video, I want to share with you the one thing that made the biggest difference. Hi, my name is Fernando Gonçalves. I have been working as an AWS engineer for the last 9 years, and I have also worked as a solutions architect at AWS. When I first started studying to become a DevOps engineer back in 2016, everyone was focusing on certifications. Everyone was collecting courses, and a lot like today, most people try to just study the theory, get a certification, and then apply for jobs. But I thought that this path was not going to work very well for me. I was someone that enjoyed actually building things and seeing it for real, how to use those services, and not just go through hours and hours of videos, slides, and trying to memorize all those things. So I decided to do something different. Instead of going through all those courses, I decided that I was gonna learn AWS by building things. So I picked one platform that I liked a lot back in the day, which was YouTube. And then I said, okay, so I'm gonna try to build some feature of YouTube using AWS. I chose to upload videos, so that was the feature that I wanted to replicate. Then I looked at the AWS services and I thought, how can I create an application that allows users to upload videos just like YouTube, but using AWS services? So I chose things, for example, like S3, Lambda, API Gateway, and once I had an idea of an architecture, I created my AWS account and I started trying to build that application. But with the difference that instead of looking at it as just something for me to learn, I try to approach it as if I would be actually delivering that to a real company. So I research how do AWS engineers actually build things. And then I learned about something called infrastructure as code. I learned about automation and I thought, okay, I will try to do this with CI/CD pipelines and all those topics that we hear when we start looking into this career. So I tried to build with as much as I could something that would look like a real world application. And by doing that, I learned a lot of things that were very valuable and very close to how it is to actually have a job in that field. Much more than I would learn in any course, right? Because even if I would watch a full course about infrastructure as code, I would think, okay, I understand how this works until I sit down to build something and then I get stuck, right? This is usually how it happens when you just go through the theory, you binge watch a training, you think you learned it, and then when you try to use it, you can't remember things, right? So by taking this approach of building things instead of just consuming content, I got to learn a lot of things. And as I was doing that, I was talking to my friends like, hey, I'm building this application and I'm doing this. And I tried to network with other people who were already working in tech companies, right? People who had jobs related to software, to cloud in some way. Until one person that knew me joined the company and he saw that, hey, they are looking for a junior AWS engineer and I know that Fernando is creating things. So he referred me to that company and they invited me for an interview. During the interview, they asked, all right, what have you done with AWS? Tell us about the project that you are proud of. And right away, I had the project to discuss. So I brought up the idea, why I decided to build it like this, which tools did I use, why did I make certain decisions, and the questions kept coming, but I always had the answer because I have actually built something with the knowledge that they were looking for, right? I had a real story to tell. And they decided to hire me because of that, because I had actually built things, even though I didn't have a previous job before related to cloud. So why am I telling you this story? Because it's very common and the most used thing that I see around is everyone focusing on getting certified and forgetting to build things. I know a lot of courses have small labs, things for you to practice a particular service, but that won't give you enough depth for you to actually learn how to solve real problems in the marketplace. So my recommendation to you, which is what worked for me, is to build things. Pick a project that you would be excited to build and then start trying to figure out how you can do that. And by actually using AWS and trying to represent something that would happen in the real world with the CI/CD pipelines, with infrastructure as code, you will learn a lot more and you will be able to have stories to tell during an interview. So the purpose of this channel will be to give you ideas and show you how you can build things. We are going to focus on this approach of actually using AWS so you can learn how to become an AWS DevOps engineer by doing things and not just watching videos and just consuming content, right? So if you like this idea, if you like the approach to actually get hands-on, make sure to subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be creating content here. We are going to be interviewing other AWS engineers so they share their tips with you. And we are going to grow this channel to help you achieve your goal of becoming an AWS DevOps engineer. I hope to see you in the next video. Thank you for watching and until the next one.